Yo, yo, yo. How we doing today? As you can see, I already hopped in to the NFL Best Ball 2 million King of the Desert double qualifier 7 and 8. So that means the 7th and 8th of this tournament has been launched already through the Best Ball. Last year I think they did like 15 of these. I did like a couple of them. Didn't I don't think I advanced any. To be fair, my advance rate just in general was terrible last year, so I'm kind of throwing my name into a few of these. The King of the Desert tournament happened. I think they replaced the Tournament of Champions that they ran and replaced it with this, and they ran it in the same place as the Tournament of Champions place because the the venue was in Scottsdale. I have to imagine that they're staying at that same golf course / super nice villa or hotel. Dude, it was so nice. It was very accommodating. I can't imagine they would go somewhere else. It was. I wish I knew exactly where I was at in Scottsdale, um, but that hotel was fucking baller. The rooms were like whatever, but we didn't really spend but like sleepy time and getting my lineup in the bedroom. Me and my buddy, we were setting that lineup, and it was kind of crazy because me and Big T had the exact same lineup except for like one difference, and I guess two differences because we separated at but we had the double tight end because it double tight end is pretty standard for those kind of tournaments. But I think him and I were both maybe we were both playing too DFS, too risky. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned from that one. If I could figure out what the chalk would be, I'd go with the chalkier type lineup and then switch it out for something that I would die if it didn't go my way. Like if I saw it go the other way, I need to have that player in there. I think it was CJ Uzoma. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. Canva's got a lot of free templates. I will say that. It takes me so much longer just to find a template that I'm going to use for that time. That it's taken me like an extra 5 to 10 minutes to like get it started. Obviously, because I know being slow. Uh, there's something in my life that I'm fast at. I am not a fast person. I used to be fast, and that all just went away. I'm not. I am no longer a fast person. I do not claim to be a fast person, and and nothing in this life I go fast at. I try, do my darndest, but I just don't move very fast. Let's go see how many people are actually in this. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 2 more spots available. I was trying to save my $5 free tickets for. I was hoping they would launch the Millie Maker for the regular season, first week or week 1 regular season, but they have not. So I want to kind of keep track on who's winning that baseball game. Jeez. What is it called? ESPN. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man, they're tied up at the top of the ninth. No good. I almost predicted all the baseball games correctly. Well, 4 of them. I'm not a baseball expert in any sense of the word. So, have you guys heard of StatMuse? StatMuse? You can just like look up whatever you want. Gabe Davis, week 16 stats. He had 4 receptions for 130 yards last year against the Chargers. 6 targets, 3 receptions at 45 yards against the Bears 2 years ago, and 5 targets, 3 receptions for 33 yards against the Buffalo his first year. What about week 15? So what I'm seeing is that he's progressively got better there. What about week 15? He's not a week 15 guy. That is not his ideal week. Actually, it wasn't too bad against in 2021. 7 targets, 5 catches, 85 yards, and 2 TDs. That's how I found out that Najee Harris averages 140 yards rushing week 17 and a touchdown. It might be a smidge skewed because he rushed for 188 yards one week. Regardless, still rushes for 140 yards. What up, Garage, a.k.a. Chris? Good news. I was able to get that 400 refunded. Let's go. I'm glad you weren't. I'm glad that you were able to get that back because I was a little peeved off for you. That's not like it's not cool. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of money, and if it's a lot of money to me, it's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to buy the new college football game, but I can't seem to pull the trigger on it myself. Oh, I need to deposit my money. All right, I'm making my yearly deposits into fantasy football for the week 1. I'm not doing a lot, just depositing $2,000 for the rest of my entries on here, and depositing $2,000 for underdog, and that's what I'm going to deposit. For my main deposit for the year, and then we'll probably do like what I was thinking. I might play a little bit light DFS wise, and then do a lot more betting and stuff this year. Just see how it goes, and yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm depositing for my whole season, but I am gonna do small increments like during the season, I guess. But I don't intend to. Devontae always smashes week 17. Did you? I don't know. I think there are players that just they take a while to get going during the season, and they kind of just get hot late. Let me Google this guy. After Devontae. I spelled Devontae Adams wrong. It's probably my pick. DraftKings. AJ Brown will take it at the 9 hole. I really shouldn't even have to look at my spell his name correctly. Devontae Adams 17. Let's see. The last 3 years, he has gone for 126, 153, and 136. Weirdly enough, is that I had the quarterback and Mac Hollins for week 17. It's 2023, and it just didn't go my way. Yeah, Drake London's fine. That was a fast 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, the quarterbacks finally wise up and they start targeting him only. because it's with 3 different quarterbacks now that he's done that with. Green Bay, obviously, Aaron Rodgers. The first year, Las Vegas, it was Jared Stidham, and last year was AOC. So maybe it takes the quarterbacks a little bit to get used to him. He wasn't a Week 17 monster prior to that, other than 7 for 13 in 2019, and then not really, but kind of 2 TDs, 31 yards though, 6 receptions. That'd be like 25 points. Yeah, I mean he's got a case, like, for sure. I mean, I profited off of him last year, Week 17. I won $20K. I won the Battle Royale last year, Week 17. Jose, you spelled Devontae wrong as well. I'm glad I was not the only person that spelled Devontae wrong. By the way, you and I, Shoobs, we spelled Devontae the incorrect way. It's D-A-V-A. No, I like to typically play around 10K week 1. I'm doing it a little bit smaller because I have 3 weddings to go to this year. So we're doing it a little bit lighter. We're going to go with just 2K on DK, and we're doing 2K on UD. So, and whatever we win, we'll roll to the next week, And then I think what we're playing this year is that we're going to do the $3 20 max every week. We're going to do the $1 20 max. We're going to do 1 entry into the Billy Maker. And then we either going to bet $100, because I think that's like $100. So 60, 20, 20. And then we're either going to make a $100 bet, or we're going to do a $100 single entry. No, Jordan. I did I did the exact same thing. I spelled it like Devontae Smith. I spelled the exact same way. It's kind of funny. Yo, guys, just missed this one. No worries. We'll be back Saturdays when I'm planning. I'm going to do hot wings. Should I do hot wings or should I do boneless wings? I can devour boneless wings very quickly. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to order the hottest wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, which I love hot stuff, but order it, and then however long it takes me is how long I'm going to be off the clock. So, and then when I'm done, then I get to jump in. So I have to eat 20 hot wings as fast as I can. Should I do wings bone in, or should I get boneless that I can devour very quickly? I'm on the clock. My mouth just got watery, just so raw. Just in case anybody was curious. Yeah, we're gonna take DK Metcalf. That's a no-brainer for me. And if we don't get Hurts, we don't get Hurts, but we're gonna try to get Hurts. I've been doing 5 underdog drafts a day during my work week. It makes my weeks go by just a little bit quicker, and hits the itch, right? And I'm just not doing them on the weekends now. So traditional bone-in tastes better. I'm not worried about the taste. I'm worried about speed. But if you think I should do bone-in, I'll do bone-in. I don't think there's going to be much good taste out of the blazing hot wings. So today I've been doing 5 underdog drafts, trying to get to 130. So my goal is to hit to 130 on all drafts, all my on the Millie Maker drafts by like August 20th. And so that way, that week that I decided to do if I get to 400 and we do the 25-hour live stream, that we can that I can do the 25-hour live stream. We can have 40 drafts that we can choose from. If I have somebody coming in and say, hey, can we do a blah, blah, blah? Boop, boop, do that. We're not going to do single entries. We're not going to do any other contest. We're just doing the Millie Makers contest that week because I want to get it done. Because I'm also going down to the beach that weekend, and I don't want to, come back and not have it completed. I want to be done that weekend, that last weekend in August. I keep trying to go back to it. I keep forgetting. Yeah, so this year, we're going to be playing that. So about $200 a week, which talking to Neil and doing the high stakes podcast with him, was it like 3 years ago now? Realizing that that's a fairly small way to play. To me, it's pretty big, right? Because as we talked about earlier, $400 is a lot. $200 is a lot to me, a week, especially if you don't win. Obviously, I'll play one entry. I'll probably do a single entry into all the showdowns and stuff. I enjoy the showdowns. But I enjoy the single entry showdowns because last year I was doing well, but I never took anything down. But I could have done better if I would have just done the single entry tournaments. So that's what we're going to do this year. We're just going to do the single entry tournaments. Did he get anything to go with that? No, it's just a naked Stroud. That's interesting. Not what I would have done. I mean, if you're going to go naked quarterback in this position, one, you could have pulled up Kyler Murray, or you could have gone A-Rich. And I think in those cases, I think that's a better bet. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Leanna Taylor, if you wanted my opinion. I would read any of these names, but I don't recognize them. Reno 89 is probably about the closest one. Let's see. Did anything happen? I was so distracted by my other stuff. I didn't see if anything crazy happened. Garrett Wilson and Puka went ahead of AJ. Nothing too wild. Derrick Henry's a solidified second rounder now. I got Saquon Barkley at the end of the early second, and he went in the mid third in a draft I did with Davis Maddock today. I was at Davis Maddock, so I made sure that I wasn't in. I'm gonna hope that Pitts makes it back to me, but I'm gonna grab Hollywood Brown first. I made sure that I wasn't in Spags' draft room because I literally did a draft with him the day before or 2 days before that, and I would want to be like Jeremy from his crew or whatever. So I made sure his one went through, and then I jumped into one. I ended up in the Davis Maddock, John Daigle draft. So that was interesting. I didn't even notice because I was watching Spags' stream, and like halfway through, like, man, he ended up taking Pitts. Let's see here. Does he make it back to me? He doesn't make it back to me. I want a solid tight end. I want to go like a double tight end here. I'm going to grab Evan and Dallas Goedert. That way, if I grab Trevor Lawrence, I have, which is fine. If I grab Trevor Lawrence, I get both the quarterbacks with their tight ends. So I am targeting Dallas Goedert, but I'm not going out of my way to get Dallas Goedert. Like if I don't get Dallas Goedert, I'm not fucked at tight end. Yeah, I'm usually I was a traditional guy for a long time for wings, and then I was always a leg guy, not a wing guy, and then I was just like, I was always messy, so I was like, well, why don't I just get boneless and just it just becomes a little Dunkaroo. It's a ranch transporter. Because I just saw everything gets put into ranch, which I don't know why. There's not more ranch involved in the hot ones. Did anybody have ranch when they ate wings on the hot ones? Or somebody had blue cheese? Who had blue cheese? They have the hot ones on. Is it Netflix? No. Peacock is one of the streaming services has the Hot Ones show on it, and I rewatched like the earliest ones they had on there, like what's his name? I forget his name. I want to say Tony Siragusa, but that's not right. Dude was sweating. Oh man, he's a comedian. He's really funny. Joey, no, he's super Italian looking. He has a funny special. When Tony talks about his nuns, he's like pretty much beating on him. Who am I thinking of? Joey Diaz. Triggered. Oh yeah, good old Joey Diaz. That was a big wide receiver run. I'm curious if he makes it back to me. So my Najee shares have gone down considerably since I did the lab on Tuesday. I literally don't know if it's those people that are in my draft rooms or if what is happening, but Najee has taken a jump. There's nothing been in the news positively this week. If anything, it's only been negative kind of type of news, like where he doesn't want to talk to the media because there's a contract, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever, guys. You're just creating a story out of nothing. And I'm like, is there a reason? Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, he's been going the 6th round sometimes, or right before me, or a pick and a half before me. It's been obnoxious. I've been losing out on my Najee shares. I went down to 79. I'm back up to 81 though. Obviously, I get them when I'm on this half of the board. When I'm on the 3 to 1 side, 1 to 3 side, I 100%. I don't think I've missed on Najee in the 7th round, but it's when I'm on 6 and further back, I almost always lose out on Najee. But if I'm in the middle, like sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. But then I see people saying they get them in the 90s, and I'm like, okay, so why are you guys getting in the 90s and I don't get them in the 90s? It's not fair. Get help. I want to go Swift, but if McConkey's there, we go McConkey or Brian Thomas. We don't need Burrow. And somehow, I also did a draft today, and we got to go McConkey, right? That's a steal. What's it called? I did a draft today, and I get the internet was bad at my work, but I was like, I'm going to double check as I had one of the first picks. I was like, worst comes to worst, I'm gonna auto draft Chase, right, or Tyreek. I was like not really caring, and I guess when I was backing out of the thing, I must have hit with my palm one of the stars on the bottom, aka Garrett Wilson, and I back out on Twitter. I'm like just double checking. I didn't miss any huge highlights and whatnot. Seeing if I needed to because I ended up getting Justin Fields stacked with Calvin Austin and Van Jefferson at the last 3 picks. And so I was like, okay, sweet, awesome. I got this sweet stack. Or I'm going to get this sweet stack that round in that draft. And so I was going back in, realized I couldn't, nothing was loading, and autoed Garrett Wilson, had to refresh the app. Autoed the next 2 picks, which was I think it was Debo It was Debo and Saquon Barkley. So not the end of the world. I don't know what I do. I'm just chit chatting away. Did I draft anybody else? Okay. So yeah, not the worst thing that happened to me, but I definitely was not excited about missing out on that. Da, 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 da. The comment section has slowed down a smidge, so I'm going to go find me a song. Crying Dub, Roger Rivas. On the clock, no, I'm not. Bop, 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 bop. Bottom of the 10th, runner on second. Man, that's like $30 that I'm not going to get. I should cash out. But don't cash out. Just take it like a man. I have cashed out before. I should have cashed out this golf bet where my golfer, which he was a trash golfer. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Hoagie or it was like Mav. I was in second place, or maybe it was even first. I put a $3 bet. It was like to win like $5,000, right? And it was some ridiculous odds. And I could have cashed out for like $300, and I kept it in there. Let it roll, and immediately dropped like 3 bogeys the next day. And I was like, I should have just backed it out. Cashed it out. Just like last week's fights, I had like all the fights going right. I think I nailed the first. I didn't nail it. The guys from the Video Media Network. I didn't get to listen to my guy Marley and John and Marley's guy that he got me onto. I didn't get to listen to their stuff. But wait, Singletary still there? I don't see him taken off the board. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Well, I hope he's still there. If he's not there, shit. All right, he's still there. Double tight end. We're done with tight end. And now we just got to hope that Trev... Dude, I was in my own head. This is why you need to star people. Because I was in my own head not thinking about it. Singletary would have been nice, right? But I needed to draft Trevor Lawrence and Dallas Goedert there. Now I don't know if I get Trevi back, but he could. Jaden Daniels is still there. 10 picks past ADP. Ba, 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 ba. The draft show, and they have 6 people. That's got to be chaos. I mean, I don't know, man. I would get overshadowed if there was more than like a couple people. Like, I just think about it like when I'm in the lab. It's usually like 3 people talking. It's usually Eric. The guy, what's his name? Greg. He talks a lot, which is not like there's nothing wrong with it. Somebody has to talk, right? Who else is always talking? I don't know. Big Picture's talking. Jenks is talking. Versair. And I just like kind of take it in unless somebody brings up Najee or someone with equivalent nature. Interesting. Like, unless he knows he's going to draft a third one. He did draft Brian Thomas. I was gonna say like Puka Nakua Stafford makes more sense than Trevi, but makes sense. Okay, so we could grab Herbert potentially on the way back. Palmer's already gone, I believe. I'm pretty sure I saw his blue. Yeah. I like this build out of the 6 hole here. He built a 1-4-4-1 Jefferson, Henry. So he got his probably in his head number 1 wide receiver, number 1 running back. Grabbed Kelsey and Mahomes, James Cook. So he's a little light at wide receiver. Jaden Reed, Kenneth Walker, Zach Moss. So he's probably going to go light at running back after this. And he grabbed Palmer, Rashid. Not the greatest wide receivers, but when you have a solid Jefferson, you got some upside flyers / consistent. Like they're going to have some work every week. What sauce do you guys get when you guys go to Buffalo Wild Wings? I sometimes get medium. I like the Sauce Gardner sauce. My wife likes garlic Parmesan. I'm not a fan. I like the spicy garlic. What else? I like the Jammin' jalapeno. Or the Jamaican jalapeno. I don't remember. It's really good. Never get barbecue sauce. I never. Got Herbert. Wait, why did he draft Herbert? Did he have anything with him, or did he just draft it? He just drafted it. Fuck you guys. Chase Brown, welcome to the squad, baby. It's okay. I got my stud quarterback, and I don't even think that would have meshed well. I have Drake London, so that kind of works out. I wanted Kyle Pitts earlier, but he got taken. Oh, somebody grabbed Gabe Davis. Oh, he was like 12 picks early. Oh, well. All right, well, he's next on the board. I can't pass up Cousins having Drake London. I'm sure somebody else will draft him. All right. 5 and 12. We're good there. Take it off of quarterback at all. Hit flex. I don't need a third quarterback. I won't mind getting Justin Fields if he's there late. I'm starting to get the vibes that, like, oh man, he already missed a day. He might miss a couple days of practice. This might be the turning that all he needed was to get that. Oh, the Mets win. Son of a bitch. So close. So I used to be able to just use my face. Jesus Christ. Vice President Harris made big banks, $25 billion. She also made $25 million or whatever it was. I don't need to donate to that lady. She got plenty of money. So DraftKings Sportsbook, I used to be able to like log in with my face, and now I have to type in my password every single time. It takes like 5 whole seconds. And my two authenticator always messes up. Reset code. That's obnoxious. Send me my code. Whatever. Charbonnet goes. That's who I was debating. I was gonna draft Charbonnet there, but then I realized I need to get my quarterback in case something wacky happens. He's drafted 3. I like the running backs that this 4-hole drafted. Chase, Olave, Kyron, Lamar Andrews, Watson. It's a good team. I like this team. Three tight ends. I have a fairly balanced build. Somebody else is balanced build for the most part. It's 1-5. There's some crazy builds going on so far. This is AJ solely. AJ and Reno. I guess these guys with 3 quarterbacks apiece going on here. Quentin Johnson. There's been a lot of positive vibes coming from Coach Harbaugh. It could be all smoke show, but could not be too. Like I don't know how to read Harbaugh anymore. We're gonna grab a running back here, either Ray Davis, Kamani, or Jalen Wright. Ba-ba. 9, 11, 12. 6 works just fine. I am thinking about Will Shipley the last round for my 5th running back. Unless Ray falls to me. So Kenny Pickett was trending on my Twitter. And it says, Kenny Pickett would never, and it's that throw he threw to Pickens today. Fields avoids the sack. Throws a nice check down to Warren. Dude, I don't know, man. Sweet barbecue and honey barbecue. See, that always sounds good. I always want to get it, but I never actually ever ordered barbecue. I'm not getting worried. Worried is a bad word. Like, how good is this offense going to look in the preseason? Like, and should I be waiting to do my drafts? Like, I'm more worried about my own drafts than I'm more worried about being right than I am wrong. Does that make sense? I'm worried about like all my takes being right and then people jumping on them later. I don't know. Like people trying to draft my teams kind of thing. Because I have 50% Hyatt, and that big old pass that they threw to Hyatt today, that's going to bump up his value. I've been high on Neighbors over MHJ. Just did one of these $3. Talk about get your guys. Yeah, and this is like not a cash tournament, but these are not big. Well, the $5 is pretty big. The $3 like not as big. Like you should be taking more of a safe approach. And the tournament, like the finals, are not big either. Like, talk about like you should probably play almost a cash game type lineup with these. But oh well. I always forget that I'm leaving the board off. Sometimes I'm just chit-chatting to myself. Bunch of running backs go off the board. Ray Davis goes off. Again, if any of you guys win this and don't have someone to bring with you, I would suggest a significant other if you have one. But if you're a solo man, bring me with you. I want to make connections with other people. It's a great place to make connections. So if you are thinking ever about making a YouTube or doing anything like social media wise, it's a great place to meet people, like to do content with. Had I had the balls to talk to people, I would have done it better. I was pretty shy. After hearing the Coach Speak Index with Davis today, I'm going to lower my Bucky Irving. I've been kind of on the Bucky Irving train because what's his face? Guy I like talking or watching. Chris Spags. Spags has been on all over Bucky Irving. This other guy's got me a little bit nervous that I shouldn't have like my bags full of that guy. So I'm going to probably stop a little bit. Yeah, dude. I know that Russ will probably end up playing better. So don't get me wrong. Like, if I'm a coach, I'm probably going with Russ as well, at least to start off with. Oh, I hope I can qualify. Always nice going home. Oh, you live in Scottsdale? Nice. Irving is my highest drafted player at 40%. I've been trying to pump the brakes some. Yeah, I was getting up there as well. I think I was like at 20%. Oh, 3 messages. Oh, now you're sending me the coach to DraftKings. Shameful. Dude, I kind of have a live golf, kind of. In the single to 18 entry max, 50K full round. What am I doing? I'm looking at exposures. Upcoming. DK's running at us. I don't know if everybody else gets this promo, but deposit $100, play $50 into UFC. Play 2 best ball and milli maker entries. and you can get $50 doing those 3. And if you continue doing these ones, you get $200, which was like play $250 in MLB DFS contests and play like $500 into golf or something like that. I'm like, well, I'll probably pass on the golf and the baseball, but I'll take $200 or $50 to do 2 entries. So I'm going to do 2 entries sometime this weekend, and then I'm going to have $50 worth of MMA entries, which is not very hard. Also, if you are a Ironman MMA guy, if you got your achievements for Ironman, the tickets are being used for this weekend. So if you have MMA tickets, make sure you use them this weekend. I don't know if there's another tournament after this. If you guys do have tickets, please do not forget to use them. I ended up having hockey. I got the hockey, badge or achievement and ticket, and I didn't know that the tournament had started. Like 30 minutes later, I would have gotten it in. I'd got you have 1 hour of an undrafted contest. I'm like, come on, man. So did he already went off the board? Where did he go off it? He just went. Russ, he grabbed both of them. He didn't touch either. Okay. I'm going to go with my convictions and draft Khalil Herbert first and hope that he doesn't draft. He shouldn't draft Jalen Hyatt, but you never know these days. Still the 220 ADP. That's where he's been. So I have 2 more picks. Do I have 2 quarterbacks? So I was going to grab what's his face there, but I did not. Probably should have got trick made. Javon Baker. Could go Darnold, Naylor. Did I draft Marvin Mims earlier? I was going to. There's a lot of stuff happening at that current second. What about Sam Hell? Hell. Bam, bam. Favorite late round rookie tight end? I used to draft Sanders, but now I'm going to grab Theo. So my favorite 3, which I'm backing off, mine was Sanders as well. I'm backing off a little bit with all this Tremble talk, which I can't really believe it that that's actually happening. I still think at the end of the season, it's all Jatavian Sanders, but mentally I have 30+% currently, so I'm like, I need to just back off anyways, just a little bit. And so I'm probably going to have more Bellinger, Hayden Hurst, and then once those get debunked, I mean, I'd love to have all the Noah Fant, but he keeps rising. Just think of late tight ends that I always see that I'm like, I could use a couple of those. Dawson Knox would be a good pick if you had some sort of connection to that game. Apparently, Greg Dulcin's got some good rumors going about him. Pull up Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant company. So we're gonna go traditional. Set location 27520. Smithfield has one? I didn't know that. Huh. How's that closer? It's closer by 4 miles. Anyways, gonna order. Just ordered the menu, but you guys are making me pull that up. Double check, make sure we're not on the clock. Not on the clock yet. Malik Washington. Okay, I was curious on who he was going to go with, for a Fields Russell Wilson. I figure you got to draft somebody from the Steelers. You're going to go with the double combo there. Darnell Washington might be going with Calvin Austin. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Luau barbecue. Hot wild. Okay, I want to see what the difference was. Is there not a way to pull that up? So what's hotter? Blazing Knockout or Wild? And are they both sauces? Because the other one says dry rub, but I don't want a dry rub. Or it's absolutely the last thing I want. I get JJ McCarthy here. Ain't no way somebody's drafting Naylor. Ain't no way. I don't need the early season production from Sam Darnold. I need the late season potential production of JJ. Like, what if, he gets hurt like he did that year, like he did 2 years ago? I want that, at least some production out of my third quarterback, potentially late in the season. Blazing is their hottest, but Mango Habanero is a slow and steady pan. Yeah, I don't want a slow and steady. I want the hottest. But Wild's like right next to it, and it has the same amount of little fires. That's why I was checking. Hey, Mango Habanero is in the one below it. So I figured that, but oh well. All right, let's go ahead and read off this team. And I don't think there's anybody else in here. And if you did, we're in here. You didn't announce yourself. / we are starting to. Whoever signed up for the Patreon gets their team read. Not if you're anything else. Sorry. AJ Brown, Drake London, DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts, Hollywood Brown, Evan Ingram, Najee Harris, Lad McConkey, Devin Singletary, Russ Wilson. I don't really know what I saw. Devin Singletary, Dallas Goedert, Chase Brown, Kirk Cousins, Quentin Johnson, Jalen Wright, Roman Wilson, Noah Fant, Khalil Herbert. That's a fun team. Oh, Khalil Herbert, Jalen Hyatt, JJ McCarthy, Jalen Naylor. Got the J squad. J. Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hyatt, Jalen Naylor. Alrighty. I definitely give myself top 6, especially with 3 of them shitting the bed. Scrappy Coco, AJ Hay, and Reno shit the bed. I'm pretty sure it was those 3 with early quarterback. It wasn't AJ. Or it might have been him. It wasn't Scrappy Coco. It was this guy. A lot of investment in his other positions. Yeah. Though I'm not mad about what so I did a draft earlier. Accidentally bumped the star screen and auto drafted Garrett Wilson at 3. I was like it's not like the worst thing in the world because I just saw the highlight of him like burning the defender for like a big old gain. And so I'm not too bad at it, right? But yeah, it definitely gave me a different. I don't know how many other people are going to have a Garrett Wilson, Debo, Saquon Barkley team. That could be unique. I forget what I got with that. Did I get Lamar? I don't remember what I paired that up with. I think it's a Trey McBride, something else. Regardless, it was a fun team. All right, so we will be back, attempting to be coming back on Saturday with the Hot Wing Challenge. We will do Bone In, requested by Definitely Dennis, a.k.a. Dennis, a.k.a. Toast 420. We're going to go with the Blazin'. It's going to be hot, not enjoyable. That'll be Saturday night, roughly about, or it might be Saturday afternoon. I will make a tweet, so follow me over at the Twitter X at the Crying Buffalo. I will try to give like a 30-minute notification when I'm going to go get the wings, and then that'll be a pretty good heads up to know that's when I'm going live. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, we're not doing anything Saturday. We got birthday parties to go to on Sunday, which is so weird to do a birthday party on Sunday. We got church on Sundays. Please hit the subscribe button. We're at 372. We need 28 more to do a 25-hour live stream. And then hit, I don't have a link to it, but go over to patreon.com/bestballnation. Pretty easy to spell. And hit that button, hit the subscribe button for me. It's $5. It's more to show me that like I have the ability to get supporters. It has exclusive interviews. It has a Yahoo League for those who are currently signed up. Please go sign in. If not, Jose gets $200. The winner of the Yahoo tournament, the Yahoo League, is going to get $200. I don't know how else to incentivize people to sign up. How do I get people to sign up for free money? Like I'm trying to give away $200 to you guys, and only Jose is signing up. I don't understand. Like even if you sign up for just the summer, like $10, right? You're putting $10 in, and you can get $200 back. You'll be in the league if you jump in, right? And then you can check. Hey, did I win it? Did I blah blah blah? If so, I'll get in contact with you one way or the other. Get your Twitter or whatever, and I'll get your PayPal or however you want to be paid. Bada bing, bada boom. $200 is yours. Can't be that complicated, guys. It's a $5 entry where you could, what is that? 40x your money, right? 40 times 5 is 200. Yeah. Just putting that out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Please tell somebody you love them. Have a good weekend if you don't pop in for the Hot Wings show. And it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. Later, guys.